Have you ever wondered what secrets lie behind the notorious Yakuza organization? What rituals, codes, and tattoos shape their enigmatic world? This video will explore the fascinating rituals, strict codes of conduct, and unique tattoo culture that define the mysterious Yakuza Syndicate. From finger-cutting ceremonies to elaborate body art, we'll shed light on the traditions that have shaped the Yakuza's identity and mystique over the years. Hit that subscribe button now and join us in exploring the captivating world of the Yakuza. Let's get started. You might be wondering how the Yakuza actually came to be in Japan. Well, let's travel back in time to the Meiji period, from 1868 to 1912. During this era, the Bakuto, those crafty gamblers, started to take their activities to a whole new level. They began organizing themselves into gangs, adopting a hierarchical structure reminiscent of the samurai codes that were once revered. These gangs wasted no time in flexing their muscles and establishing dominance. They turned to extortion, targeting businesses and individuals for money. And in 1892, a significant moment in Yakuza history unfolded: the establishment of the very first Yakuza Syndicate, known as the Sumiyoshi Kai. This powerful syndicate, led by the four kings of Osaka, were based in the vibrant city of Osaka. Little did they know their establishment would mark the beginning of a long-standing legacy. The Sumiyoshi Kai holds a special place in Yakuza lore, being the oldest and most formidable Yakuza syndicate in Japan. It's truly remarkable how they've managed to maintain their influence and power over the years. But their ambitions didn't stop there. The Yakuza recognized the benefits of forming alliances on an international scale. They sought connections with notorious groups such as the Italian Mafia and Chinese Triads, expanding their reach beyond Japan's borders. The rise of the Yakuza wasn't a mere coincidence. It was a calculated move, driven by ambition, opportunity, and an intricate understanding of the underworld. Their ability to adapt, evolve, and strategically collaborate has allowed them to endure for over a century. Did poverty have anything to do with the Yakuza's rise? It's a question that often comes to mind. Poverty did exist when the Yakuza first emerged, but it wasn't the only reason behind their growth. Other factors were also at play, such as the unstable social and economic conditions of the time. However, it is worth mentioning that the Yakuza offered some social services and assistance, especially in crises like natural disasters. When the Yakuza started gaining prominence, poverty was certainly a reality for many people. But it's not accurate to say that poverty alone led to the rise of the Yakuza. A complex mix of circumstances drove the Yakuza's expansion. Society was going through a period of uncertainty and instability, both socially and economically, which created an environment where organizations like the Yakuza could thrive. While the Yakuza may have engaged in criminal activities, it's interesting that they also provided certain social functions. They stepped in during times of natural disasters, offering support and aid to those affected. This aspect of their presence shouldn't be overlooked, as it highlights a more nuanced view of the Yakuza beyond their criminal activities. Now, let's dive into the captivating world of the Yakuza and uncover their goals and agenda. What drives these enigmatic individuals? Well, it all boils down to power, wealth, and control. The Yakuza have an insatiable hunger for dominance and influence in the criminal underworld. Their scope of criminal activities is vast and diverse, encompassing a wide range of illicit endeavors. From the shadows, they orchestrate drug trafficking operations, skillfully navigate the treacherous waters of gambling dens, and profit from the dark underbelly of the prostitution industry. These activities provide them with substantial financial resources, further fueling their ambitions. However, their reach extends beyond the realm of illegal operations. The Yakuza are known for their ability to blend into legitimate businesses, acting as puppeteers pulling the strings behind the scenes. They've infiltrated construction, real estate, and finance industries, allowing them to generate legitimate income while maintaining their shadowy operations. This duality of existence is what sets Yakuza apart. They effortlessly navigate the fine line between criminality and respectability. Their legitimate front serves as a shield, concealing their true intentions and allowing them to operate with a veil of legitimacy. For the Yakuza, it's not just about accumulating wealth and power. it's about maintaining control. Their agenda revolves around establishing dominance over territories, protecting their interests, and ensuring their influence remains unchallenged. Loyalty and respect within their ranks are paramount, and any threat to their authority is swiftly dealt with. When it comes to the Yakuza, it's important to understand that it's not a singular entity, but rather a collection of organized crime syndicates operating within Japan. The Yakuza is not governed by a centralized leadership or hierarchy, which means there isn't just one Yakuza organization. Instead, the Yakuza consists of multiple syndicates, each with its structure, traditions, and territories. These syndicates, known as kumi, operate independently under the umbrella term of the Yakuza. Each kumi has its own boss, called an oyabun, who holds significant power and authority within their respective syndicate. The number of Yakuza members is not publicly disclosed, and obtaining accurate figures can be challenging due to the secretive nature of the organization. Estimating the total number of individuals involved in Yakuza activities is difficult, as membership fluctuates over time due to various factors, such as arrests, retirements, and internal conflicts. However, the Yakuza is believed to have thousands of active members spread across different syndicates throughout Japan. These members range from low-ranking foot soldiers to influential figures within the organization. Each syndicate operates within its own territory, ensuring no overlap or conflict between them. Let's unravel the many faces of the Yakuza, shall we? This organization is far from simple, with a complex structure and various roles within its ranks. Here are some key positions worth explaining. First off, we have the oyabun, also known as the boss or father. This individual holds the highest authority within a Yakuza family. They make crucial decisions, oversee operations, and safeguard the family's reputation. Next up are the koban, often called the child role. These are the lower-ranking members of the Yakuza family. They show unwavering loyalty to their oyabun and willingly carry out their orders. You'll find kobun actively involved in various criminal activities on behalf of the family. Next, let's talk about the wakagashira, a second-in-command to the oyabun. They're crucial in managing the family's affairs and maintaining discipline within the ranks. Consider them the right-hand person of the boss. We can't forget about the shategashira, the senior advisors. These experienced individuals provide guidance and counsel to the oyabun. With their vast knowledge of the Yakuza's operations and traditions, they offer valuable insights to shape decisions and strategies. Last but not least, we have the Yakdai, which better translates to brother. This term signifies the bond of brotherhood between Yakuza members. It emphasizes the importance of unwavering loyalty and camaraderie within the family. Each of these roles plays a significant part in the intricate web that is the Yakuza. Together, they form a hierarchical structure that ensures order and control within their operations. It's a system built on respect, hierarchy, and a sense of belonging. Alright, let's dive into the danger factor when it comes to the Yakuza. Are they really as dangerous as they're made out to be? Well, the truth is, the Yakuza does have a reputation for being a pretty formidable bunch. They follow this strict code, emphasizing things like honor, loyalty, and respect. But here's the thing, they're not a centralized organization like you might imagine. Instead, they're made up of smaller gangs or families operating independently. Now, violence is something that often comes into play when the Yakuza is involved. They're not afraid to use it to settle disputes and protect their interests. You may have seen pictures of their members with those intricate and elaborate tattoos. Those tattoos are like a signature, a way to recognize and identify themselves as part of the Yakuza. So what happens if you cross paths with the Yakuza? Well, it can indeed be perilous. They're fiercely dedicated to safeguarding what they consider theirs, and are willing to go to great lengths to do so. Their level of danger shouldn't be underestimated. It's important to note that not every encounter with the Yakuza is automatically dangerous. Like any other group, there are varying degrees of involvement and risk. However, it's wise to exercise caution and steer clear of any entanglements with them. It's better to be safe than sorry when dealing with the Yakuza. The Yakuza is renowned for its elaborate rituals, strict code of conduct, and distinctive tattoo culture, all contributing to its mystique and identity as a criminal organization in Japan. Rituals hold significant importance within the Yakuza, shaping their traditions and hierarchy. One prominent ritual is the Yubitsume. an act of finger cutting performed as an apology or atonement for a member's transgressions. By severing a portion of their little finger, Yakuza members demonstrate loyalty, obedience, and willingness to take responsibility for their actions. Another integral aspect of the Yakuza's culture is their adherence to codes known as Ninkyo Dantai, or chivalry organizations. These codes emphasize honor, loyalty, respect, and integrity. Yakuza members are expected to conduct themselves with dignity, protect the weak, and maintain their obligations to their syndicate and fellow members. These codes also dictate the resolution of conflicts within the organization, often favoring negotiation and mediation over violence. In addition to their rituals and codes, the Yakuza are well known for their intricate tattoos, which hold both cultural and symbolic significance. Yakuza tattoos, also called irezumi, are elaborate and cover significant portions of the body. These tattoos serve as a visual representation of an individual's affiliation with the Yakuza and their personal history within the organization. Traditionally, these tattoos were applied using hand-poked methods, resulting in a painful and time-consuming process that further demonstrated the bearer's commitment and endurance. The Yakuza's relationship with Japanese society and the government is complex. While their criminal activities are widely condemned, the Yakuza has historically played a role in certain social functions. They've been known to provide support in times of crisis, such as natural disasters, when government aid may be slow to arrive. Some Yakuza groups also engage in philanthropic activities, sponsoring local events or donating to charities, which can create a dual image of both menace and benevolence. However, the Japanese government has taken strict measures to combat the influence of the Yakuza. In 1992, the anti-organized crime law was enacted, providing authorities with stronger tools to crack down on Yakuza activities. Financial regulations and law enforcement efforts have since been intensified, making it more challenging for the Yakuza to operate openly. You bet, the Yakuza is still very much in action today. Despite the authorities cracking down on them, they haven't gone away. In fact, they're still a major player with a lot of power and influence in Japan. They haven't shied away from their illegal activities either. You'll find them involved in all sorts of illegal gambling and drug trafficking. They've also got their hands in many entertainment venues, calling the shots behind the scenes. But here's the thing, the Yakuza's reach doesn't stop there. Their influence goes way beyond their criminal enterprises. They've managed to infiltrate other areas of society, like politics and business. You'd be surprised, they even have their fingers on professional sports teams. That's right, they're involved in a range of activities, extending far beyond what you might expect from a traditional criminal organization. Even though law enforcement agencies have been stepping up their efforts to take them down, the Yakuza remains a force to be reckoned with. They've adapted to the changing times and continue to find ways to operate, both in the open and in secret. It's a constant battle for the authorities to keep them in check. So, to answer your question, yes, the Yakuza is still active today, and they're not going anywhere anytime soon. They're deeply ingrained in various aspects of Japanese society, making them significant and enduring in the country. And there you have it, a glimpse into the captivating world of the Yakuza. From their origins as gamblers to their current influence in various sectors, the Yakuza's story is one of power, secrecy, and tradition. As they continue to adapt and evolve, their legacy remains deeply intertwined with the fabric of Japanese society. Thank you for joining us on this thrilling exploration, and don't forget to like this video and leave a comment below.